Please welcome.
Hi, this is Lily Allen.
It's the Kyle and Jackie O show this morning here at KIIS FM. Lily Allen has arrived, looking great. Hi.
Hello.
Look at you.
Oh, gosh, we've got an audience.
No, don't worry. That's all our staff. They're our staff. And your people, right?
Yeah.
Some of your people. Hi, girls.
Enormous entourage.
Well, who are they? What do they do?
I've got no idea.
You're like,
I don't know.
You haven't picked up another stalker along the way, have you? You don't know?
Let's not joke about that.
But we've had stalkers ourselves in our career, but nothing like yours. Yours was full on.
Yeah, tried
Shithouse.
to really do some damage.
Yeah.
God.
Is that, and a lot of people say, well, that comes part and parcel. But I think, no, that is the biggest intrusive, scariest, horrible feeling that anyone could ever have.
Yeah, I mean, stranger in your bedroom is not really part and parcel of anything, to be honest.
That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I didn't realise he was in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
God. So he's gone now?
He's in jail. Well, I mean, he's mentally ill, so he's in sort of like a psychiatric unit indefinitely. So, yeah.
Good.
When those sort of things happen, you really got to take sort of a look at your life and go, okay, I want to try and make sure this can't happen again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you still travel, and you travel frequently, non-stop, right?
Yeah, well, quite a lot. You know, I've got some, fans still
You're huge.
around the world. So yeah, as long as there's people wanting to, buy tickets and buy records, then I'll be traveling to see them.
I like that you have always been sort of humble in that way. Like, you always still, almost now, even seem surprised that people are still in love with what you do and they're buying your gear and showing up. You feel like sometimes when I speak to you...
I am surprised. Every time I walk out on stage, I'm always like, what the hell are you guys doing here? Silly old me.
Was there something in your
that.
mind that thought, oh, it's not going to last? Are you a glass half full or glass half empty
No,
kind of
you know
person?
what? It wasn't. It's not that it's not going to last. I couldn't really believe that it ever happened.
Wow.
I signed a really, really small deal. I
Yeah.
thought that I would be like, there was an artist called Jamie T, who was around when I first started, and I really saw myself as being like a support act for him. You know?
Right.
And that's kind of where I saw myself sitting in the market. And
Wow.
what happened after that was just like, I'm so overwhelming, and I'm truly, truly humbled by everything that's happened. So.
And in between all the success, you've been married, divorced, had children, had crazy things, had lots of fun, had down times,
Yeah.
and you've squeezed all of this into how many years has that been since you started till now? And all that stuff in the middle.
I'm only 19, so.
You
Quite a
look
lot.
19, man, I tell you.
No, I'm 33 now.
Really?
And yeah, I signed my deal when I was 19 years old. So it's been a while.
It's been a
It's been
little
like
while.
14 years or something.
And where are you at now in life? Are you in a good place?
I'm in a studio with Kyle and Jackie O.
Oh, it doesn't get worse than that.
Is that good or bad?
That's great. No, I'm in a good place. I definitely, the last 4 years, since my last record, and with the disintegration of my marriage and
We've all been
everything that came with that.
there. We have multiple
marriages
marriages as well, just so you know. You're in good company here.
The heartbreak.
Yeah.
Yeah, the heartbreak love.
Divorced. I'm feeling like in a good place.
Yeah.
At the moment.
Because it is tough when the marriages break down. It's very personal, but when you're doing it in the public eye, not easy. A lot of people want to know things, and it's tough because you don't want to share every single detail of every feeling that you have with all these people.
I don't know about that. I mean, I'm an oversharer. What I do get annoyed with is when people just make it up.
Right.
And they pretend actually I remember before things started going wrong for me and Sam, I was reading about our marriage being over when actually it wasn't.
When there was no problems.
Yeah, and it kind of is a little bit self-perpetuating, I think, sometimes.
Right.
Because, people write those things about you, then the people around you believe that stuff is true.
Oh,
so
they're
they
always
kind of
asking,
start, they're like,
yeah.
how are you? You're like, yeah, I'm fine. And they're like, how are you?
Yeah, how are you really?
You're like, no, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But then it kind of becomes real sometimes. And that's kind of hard to juggle, I think.
You're very good at being on the front foot. You own a lot of things when you know they're going to come out anyway.
Like what?
There was.
I know where this is going.
I
don't know what this is.
Actually, it wasn't just that. It wasn't.
Like what? What is it? What are you talking about?
No, I know what you're thinking. I'm going to say.
Oh, the vagina pictures.
But that's,
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No, not even.
Not even that.
No, it was actually the vagina pictures and not the sex, the lesbian stuff, because
Okay.
I'm sure.
I just assumed that lesbian stuff wasn't true.
Well, no, you've owned up to it, and I really admired that you did get on the front foot with that.
But you would too, because you've had baths with your neighbours when you're pissed.
Yeah, like I own up to what I've done as well. But yeah, even like I don't know if those shots were leaked of the photos with you wearing no underwear, but things like that, you will own it and you'll post it, right?
Yeah, well, I think when people try and use those things that, I was on stage and I was wearing no underwear and somebody took a picture, and you wouldn't have been able to have seen it if you were standing in front of me. But obviously, if you've got a long lens camera shooting 200 shots per second, then you might catch a flash or something. So, and then when people try and use that against you and shame you for having a vagina, then I'll
But vaginas are
I'll
beautiful.
be like, yep, I have a vagina, guys. There's actual human beings have come out of there and gone in. It's nothing to be ashamed of. So
of course.
No. And that's the thing. Like, I think when you kind of own up to it, and that's probably what your fans appreciate more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even say owning up to, because owning up to suggests that there's something to be guilty of. But, I mean, I have a vagina. And yes, I've, slept with some escorts once. Big deal.
Yeah.
Yes.
I went through a period of not wearing underwear as well.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you banged a couple of hot prosies as well. I was going to say, here we go. Now there's a real story happening.
Okay.
Why not male prostitutes? Why female?
I can't answer that.
Because I've slept with prostitutes as well.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I wouldn't have.
I love that this has opened up this conversation. Everyone's just like, you know what? We've all done it.
Yeah, we've all done it. We've all had a crack. But I wouldn't have picked a male prostitute.
No.
Oh no, but that's different. You see.
Why?
Look, without you don't probably want to talk about it, but I can understand maybe with a female, it's there's more
something a bit sensual about it. I don't know. I mean, I can't explain. I didn't want male company,
right?
Yeah.
And also, I was actually, married. I had a husband.
Oh, so you want to cheat?
I didn't. Well, and I mean, I was cheating, but
sort of.
I felt like I don't know. I can't explain it.
You wanted the tender touch of a woman, the tender touch of a lady.
I wanted company. I wanted company.
Yeah.
I think
anyway, what I was going to say though is,
wow, you've dragged it away. The most interesting part of the interview so far. She always does this, Lily. I don't know why.
Because I feel, I don't know. I mean, you speak about it in your book, so but
that's what we're going to hear in the book.
It is in the book. Yeah.
Everything.
I mean,
how you felt, what happened, all that.
Because when you write a book, you do have to really reveal everything, right? Or
there's not really a point in doing it otherwise.
Exactly.
I mean, I signed a book deal because they offered me a load of money, and I want to sell some books, and so I'm not going to I was born, I went to school.
Yeah. Boring.
And
I'm a number one selling author myself, my own story, and I admitted in there that I shoved it in a tranny once.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
More power to you.
Actually, no. I think I alluded to the fact that I did, then I forgot that I had sort of diluted the story a bit, and then I told the real story on air.
That's true, yes, many times. I think he's quite proud of it, actually.
No, not proud.
Nothing
just
to be ashamed
of. I wasn't aware at the beginning that it was a man, and then once I realised halfway through, I thought, whatever, I won't tell anyone.
But then you did.
Yeah.
Is there more in the book that... Because this is just one thing that's been leaked. Is there a lot more where that came from?
Oh yeah, that story to me it's odd that's the big thing that's come out of it. There's
loads more.
Yeah.
When does it come out?
I think it comes out here in October.
Mm-hmm. Is it weird writing down your story where you know things that everyone else doesn't know, private things, and share with everyone?
No, I'm pretty good at that. I've been doing that for a while.
Yeah. But I think that's what people love about you is that you're not, you present you've got all these amazing songs, you're a great songwriter, you're very successful, beautiful woman, and here you are. You're just as filthy as the rest of us.
You're not boring, at least. That's good.
No, not boring, anywhere near boring. This is a real woman.
And I heard that one of your daughters Googled Lily Allen's daughter.
Yeah.
And how old's that daughter that Googled it?
My daughters are 5 and 6. I don't know which one it was. I just found the phone in one of their toy boxes, and it was the last thing Googled.
Oh,
and
how cute.
What comes up? Is it just pictures of them?
Pictures of them. They think they're famous. I mean, I guess they are.
I love that.
But in the UK, don't they have to blur out? Do they still have to blur out kids' faces?
Yeah, well, I think it depends on if you've sold pictures of your kids to like, okay and hello, then it's off. You're off limits.
Right?
Yeah. So,
okay, I didn't realize that.
I mean, I'm guessing so. That's kind of why I've always kept them out of that stuff, because I don't really want to make them public property.
Sure.
Although maybe this book changes that, because I do talk about them.
Well, you have to. Yeah.
You're a proud mum. Why wouldn't you talk about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're dating again now, or what's going?
I am. There he is.
Where is he?
With the red hood on.
I'll bring him over. Let me have a look at this bloke. I'll
Look at that
judge.
hottie.
Bring the bloke. Oh, hello, hottie. Hello, hottie. And where'd you find him?
I found him on the street in a carnival.
Did you? He's a carny. I love that.
What do you mean in a carnival? What was he doing?
He's operating the rides, obviously.
He is a artist in his own right. He was performing, and I walked up to him and said, "Do you have a cigarette?" And he said, "Yeah, I do."
And that was it.
And then the rest is
And then you
history.
said what? Then come back to my joint or whatever. Let's
it's
hang out.
It's in the book.
It's in the book. I love this book. I'm going to get this book. It's the first book I'm going to thumb through from
You should
front to
get
back.
several copies and give them to everyone for Christmas.
I think that's a good idea. Stand by. More with Lily Allen soon. No Shame. The new album for her is out now. And the upcoming Australian tour, that's soon, right? Like you can get tickets now.
I think the pre-sale for the tickets is today.
Oh, fantastic.
Awesome.
Tickettech.com.au for details. More with Lily Allen in a sec. It's Kyle and Jackie O this morning here at KIIS. Lily Allen is here. She's got the brand new album, No Shame. It's out now. She's got a book on the way. When is that book? That book must be soon,
She said
right?
October, I think.
It's October, yeah.
I'll listen to you listening to every word she says.
Yeah, I actually listen, whereas you don't.
I listen. I listen. And the tour, tickettech.com.au. Tickets pre-sale are available this morning, so lock them in now, everyone.
Yeah, so the tour, exciting though. We should talk about that.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Will you be wearing underpants this time on the stage?
No underwear.
Underpants.
Oh, do you still not rock the undies?
No, never.
Oh.
She does
So
no
make
undies.
sure to get there early, front row,
With a long lens camera.
with your long lenses.
You know,
Yeah.
Jackie learned her lesson wearing no underwear early in life too. Do you want to tell her that story?
Oh, which story is that? Sorry.
You know when you walked away from the cafe?
Oh, God. Do you know what? I was at a cafe with my friend and I was wearing, a lovely white dress. And
This
I
was in her single hall days,
yeah,
by the way.
single. And it was a really hot waiter and I was having a bit of a flirt with him. And I said to my friend, I'm going to go up and pay just so I can, give him a little whatever.
What? Give him a whatever.
Actually,
what
I
is
should
that?
not.
Credit card.
Yeah, what is that?
Give him my credit card.
Oh. I thought you meant you were going to give him a BJ or something. I don't know what's going on.
And anyway, I walk off and I'm like, sashaying out of there. And
Wearing what?
a white dress. We
White
know where
dress.
this is going.
Yeah, no undies.
But the thing is, Lily, is I get in the car with my friend. She drops me off at my house while I was living in an apartment. I get in the lift and I see, I look at my behind, big red stain.
Oh no.
And
you know what that's from, right?
right.
Red wine?
Yeah,
Bloody
no,
Mary.
no,
Maybe
no.
red wine, no. And I
no.
call my friend and I say to her, oh my God, I've just seen this. Tell me this. This didn't happen in the cafe and it happened in your car. And she goes, no, it was in the cafe and I didn't have the heart to tell
Oh my
you.
God, I
What
hope
a
you never
bitch.
spoke to her ever
I do
again.
not speak to her again. I said, I can't believe you didn't tell me. I could have wrapped a
awful.
jumper around or something. Yeah, that is
my
not a
favourite
girl
story.
who has your back in
No.
life. No.
She was not your friend.
I think she went and dated
And
that
then she
waiter
went back
anyway,
and
didn't
she
she? Yeah.
screwed the date
She
up.
goes, to see my friend's period stain? She's so gross. Do you want a date? Sure.
Probably that's what
Okay,
happened.
so let's go through some of these songs. Lost My Mind on the record. This is about you're obsessed over an ex. Always checking to see if they'd called. Is that right?
Yeah, kind of. Or actually, I think it was more about going into a relationship that was
Has he
everything's cool. It's not non-committal,
Yeah.
and then realizing that actually I kind of wanted
You
the
like
commitment.
it.
and-
Yeah.
What do you like when you first start a relationship?
Money. No. joking.
What'd you say?
Money.
No, I mean, what do you like in terms of how you behave? Are
Oh,
you
what am I
obsessively
like?
checking the phone?
I love falling in love.
Yeah.
I like it. It's no surprise. I like attention. So
This
yeah.
carny that you're dating,
Yeah.
how did he woo you? Did you woo him? What happened? Bit of
we
both?
We wooed each other.
Did he know who you were?
Yes.
He did.
Yeah.
Did he know? Did he say he knew who you were, or did he pretend that he didn't know who you were?
Well, no, we were both performing at the same thing.
Oh,
so it
right.
was
So
quite-
it was
you
obvious.
can't pretend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you hate that when people pretend they don't know who you are? And can you see through it straight away?
No, I can't.
Oh, can't
I
you?
always assume that nobody knows who I am.
Oh.
I'm quite.
You're modest.
I'm always just like, if I'm talking to cab drivers or whatever, I'm always like, I used to be a singer. They're like,
I used to be a singer.
My God.
She's ending herself before she's finished.
Yeah.
Imposter syndrome, I think they call
Now,
it.
the song Apples, that's about the divorce. So this is a very personal record you've done.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's so funny when people say that. It's like, that's kind of what music's meant to be.
Sure, but not all of it is.
It's not vacuous and has no message.
No.
Some do, though.
It is real. It's about about... that song's interesting because it's kind of about the disintegration of my marriage, but also loops around to my parents' divorce as well.
Oh,
so
God,
it's a toughie.
How old were you when your parents divorced?
4, same age as I was when my kids were when I got divorced.
All right. You remember it or not?
I remember saying goodbye to my dad.
Okay.
I remember us being gathered in the hall at our house and Mum going, "This is it."
And did it stay with you, or it wasn't? It was managed
that's
well.
what I remember. I mean, I don't know.
I remember that we left our place in a police car. My parents' divorce was ugly.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
No, it's fine. It doesn't matter now. It's 100 years ago.
Johnson tissues.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
Okay.
It's like a therapy session today.
It's like Dr. Phil's going on here. Throw that over. Thank you, man. Thank you. Okay, so the record's very personal. The tour, can't wait for it.
Yeah.
Tickets are available right now, as we said, through Ticketek.
Well, no. I think the pre-sale is available today.
Yeah.
I don't think you can actually get the ticket. I don't
Okay.
even know what any of this
I don't know
stuff
what
means
pre-sale
anymore.
means.
No.
Isn't pre-sale just buying tickets?
I saw a thing today that you can now pre-save things on Spotify.
Can you?
Oh, yeah, right. That's
just
just like bagsing a song before it comes out.
Bagsing?
Yeah.
It's like when you're a kid and you go, I bags the front seat.
Yeah, exactly.
You're not really in the front seat till you get there.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Okay, so when are you coming back for this? October? The people, this is what you want? You want people to come and watch you do your thing?
No. Book's out in October. The tour is February. So, yeah.
Tour's February.
Yeah.
Maybe I should listen more, Jackie. You're right.
It's the third time he's mucked that up.
Book's out in October.
Yep.
February is when you come back.
Yeah.
And doing the big tour right around the country.
Yeah.
And then do you go to another country and it's a big non-stop thing, or do you go home and rest in between?
Do you know what? I actually I don't even really look at my schedule.
Don't
so
you?
I have no idea what happens after that. But
You're like a parcel.
yeah.
They pick you up and they drop you somewhere and then
Just
whatever.
get passed around.
Passed around.
No, not like that.
Those days are over.
Those days are over. No, I mean between now and then I've got like a 6 weeks tour in America, and then I come back and I do a tour of the UK and Europe, and then it's Christmas, and then I'm over here.
Does the idea of it exhaust you?
No, I love it.
Okay.
This is the best job in the world, and I get to fly around. It really is truly an absolute privilege to be able to play my songs all over the world to people that want to hear them, and I would never ever complain about it. I mean, it is tiring, and there is jet lag involved, but
Pink came here and then she had runny poo for a week and had to cancel all her concerts.
And it was all her kids' fault, right?
Yeah, something like that.
She got food
and then she
poisoning.
dared go to the beach, and her pap took a photo, and then the whole country were like, "Why are you at the beach when you're supposed to be sick?"
I know.
We're a bunch of weirdos here. Just saying. If you get any
So
dysentery,
don't be
stay
sick, Willie.
inside. Stay inside. Nice to see you as always. Congratulations on all your success.
Oh, thank you.
I wish you only the best.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And that Carney better take care of you. I'm sure he will. He looks like a nice bloke. I can tell.
He is
I
a
can
nice
I can
bloke.
read people's energies. That guy's got a good energy.
Oh,
I like him.
He has.
But he's mad in bed too, right?
No
He'd be
comment.
mental. He'd be absolutely mental. Yeah, thumbs up, he said. Yeah, brother, I got you. He knows what's what. Nice to see you, Lily.
And you.
Lily Allen, No Shame. It's out now, the album. Pre-sales. Head to ticketek.com.au.
Come see my vagina in February.
Bye, honey.